Hello everyone, I'm glad to see you again in my today's lesson. So we are going to speak about Tim Berners-Lee. This task is given on page number 16. Before paying attention to this text, I want you to pay attention to this video. So this video is about this inventor.
The man who invented the net. Nowadays, we take going online and searching the net for granted. It has replaced the library as the go-to source of information and is the place where we shop, do business, and communicate over social media. Yet we tend to forget that this is a fairly recent invention that appeared little more than a generation ago. It also seems strange that we have one man to thank for the net. That man is Tim Bernes-Lee. Bernes-Lee was born in London, England, on the 8th of June 1955. He studied physics at Oxford University and after graduation worked as an engineer and software writer. In 1980, he started working for the European Organisation for Nuclear Research, more commonly known as CERN. It was at CERN that he first came up with hypertext, a system that would allow users in a company to share information. Later, he would develop this idea to allow users to share information over computer networks worldwide. It was this system that would eventually become famous as the World Wide Web, with the initials www. Bernes-Lee went on to develop the first browser. And on the 6th of August 1991, the first website went online. It is difficult to calculate, but there are now hundreds of millions of active websites, and more are being added daily. His work will go down in the history of science as one of the most important achievements of the 20th century.
Okay, so I guess you can understand the text, and just to comprehend your understanding, please pay attention to this task. In this task, we need to fill in the gaps with the following words. First of all, I want you to click the pause button and do this task by yourself on your copybooks. You can just write your answers only. 1, which word, 2, which one, and so on, so forth. Okay, so now please, I guess you have already done this task, and let's do this task together. So here we go. The first one, the which we now take for granted. The net, yeah, internet net, the which we now take for granted is a recent that only appeared, so recent invention that only appeared about a generation ago. The man we have to thank is Tim Berners-Lee. He was born in London, England on 8th of June 1955, and he studied physics at Oxford University. He started working at CERN, CERN, where he first came up with a system called hypertext, so that allowed users in the same company to share information. He later developed this idea for users of computer networks worldwide. The system became the World Wide Web on the 6th August. The first website went online. Let's check it. Okay, all answers are right, so the text is quite easy. And now please go back to page number 16. Look at exercise number 2. Exercise number 2. On this exercise, you need to read the text and fill the gaps with the missing words. Now you can rewatch the video and just to find out what words can be used here to complete the text. So this task is given on your Google Classroom. Go to Google Classroom and fill these gaps. Okay, now we can just keep up. Here we have a text and so on. Okay, and here we have vocabulary. Today's vocabulary: be, noun, as ретінде танылу. Add, қосу. Browser, шолғыш. Calculate, есептеу. Come up with something, ойлап табу. Commonly, әдетте. Creation, жаратылыс. Generation, ұрпақ. Go to, бару. Initial, бастапқы. Night, сері. Massive, ірі көлемді. Picture, елестету. Service, қызмет. Take something for granted, қалыпты нәрсе ретінде қабылдау. So you take helping us to you for granted or something else. Just бір нәрсені қалыпты нәрсе ретінде қабылдаған кезде қолданамыз, иә. And tend to, бірдеңеге бейім болу. So here these are the vocabulary of today's lesson. Please write down all these words in your vocabulary copybook. Сөздік дәптерлеріңізге жазып қойыңыздар. Okay, now keep our lesson. So going, fill in. We need to complete these word combinations. So the first one of information. History, important, do, famous, noun, media, study. Business, social, at a university, be as, become, go down in, and achievement. So we can use the word important achievement, yeah. Okay. Social media. Okay. Study at a university. Became famous. Okay. Go down in history. Okay, do business, of course. Be known as. And we have one word missing. Where? Source of information. Okay, let's check. Oh, great. All of our answers are right. Yeah, please learn all these word combinations. Source of information, ақпарат көзі. Do business, бизнеспен айналысу. Social media, ақпарат көздері. Study at university, университетте оқу. Be known as, белгілі бір адам ретінде танымал болу. Басқалар осындай адам ретінде таниды деп қолданғанда айтуға болады. Become famous, танымал болу. Go down in history, тарихқа үңілетін болсақ. And an important achievement, маңызды жетістік. Now, okay, so let's go back to exercise number 2. And so your homework is to complete these missing words and learn by heart all vocabulary. Сіздердің тапсырмаларыңыз, үй жұмыстарыңыз, мына сөздерді толықтыру, Google Classroomға барып, және де бүкіл сөздікті жаттау. See you on Wednesday. Goodbye.